So I've been playing this for like the last 2 days, right? And I'm doing all right. Obviously, I'm not the only good team in the league. And I'm really only doing all right because I'm not turning the ball over a super bunch. This joint's still relatively hard. I still don't understand scouting with this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. The scouting in here does not make sense to me. Like at all. Like, I really wish it did, but sadly it just doesn't. I don't know. I got the roster set up different though. Because as everybody knows, I hate Wentz. I don't like him at all. I feel that would be just the same with Taylor, and we have been. Look at us. We 7-0, man. I've been working these motherfuckers with Taylor, bro. It ain't been no problem. Actually, I am gonna do that weekly strategy. But cause yeah, they're gonna run a lot. But I really feel like we should defend the inside run and not the outside. No, I need to go back. Wrong move. Wrong button. Also, hold on. I ain't look at the other mock drafts. I'm gonna look at this one real quick. We probably picking them 32nd right now. So right now we get a free safety. UCLA run support. Run support, bro. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's an ugly mock draft. Though they probably got us relatively in a correct position, though I don't see us necessarily winning the Super Bowl. We struggled even to get some of these dubs, bro, for real. Like, talking about some 10 points or less wins, like, definitely was hanging on by a thread type of shit. But it is what it is, man. Y'all let us do a blitz counter. Yeah, that's fine. Definitely. Yeah, because honestly, Deron's not doing all that much, and I've already signed Jonathan. I mean, obviously we signed Jonathan. So, really, I think I'm going to let Deron walk. I'm going to go ahead and let Deron walk, man. It's not even, it ain't no, that's business, bro. And then I'll allow you to go get paid someplace else where you deserve to get paid because you should be making your money. It's just I can't give it to you here. Because I can't pay you what you deserve for what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't gonna go down. I wish I could, though.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Man, I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. We are getting everybody today. That's the day. Not worried about no Lucas Oil.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Give me right in my back, cuz. For real. I've been balling with Taylor, man.
So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. For every chance he's had in this league, attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Just crazy because he's rated higher than everybody. It's just like some of the stuff we need
to throw on 2nd and 6. Heineke. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a bad guy to the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good sign.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And down to the 36-yard line here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Really awesome weird stuff, bro.
Now Heineke. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Afraid to dump it off.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I feel like that was going right.
1st down, Heineke. Oh, what a catch there by McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of that shit is weak. Can't go way too hard, but what's going on.
Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Hey, Brian, you want a touchdown?
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the rookie, Brian Robinson, finished things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, you ought to be 40 times.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
In a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air, we're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis, who is their 6th Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active. This move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 85 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try to find something to go up and downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now it's Ryan. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I find it crazy he's got 8 interceptions. I don't really find him to be somebody that's turning the ball over. That shit does happen.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Bro, what?
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 24.
That shit.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's too easy for him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Ryan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Absolute garbage.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game...
Oh, come on, man.
Yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here,
take advantage of what schedule? I've had to play the Packers already, bro. And they were undefeated when we saw them, so don't give me that. Get off me.
They'll wind up getting
yeah, so I'm really not trying to hear none of that, taking advantage of the schedule.
After 1-7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The weakest people we've played so far has really just been the guys in our division. And that is not a my fault situation at all.
He finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers.
If that's the case, you can say Tom Brady was taking advantage of the schedule for decades.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really
this damn tripping shit.
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On play action, Heineke.
Bro, somebody.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. It's incomplete.
I don't know why.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I don't understand.
Running straight ahead, Taylor shifts by him, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Multiple holes to choose from.
Another first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
I don't want to spend my time blitzing, bro. We've got to get some top and production from our front.
This second go around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Call nothing different, bro. Y'all want to do some.
Now a give to Taylor.
And
he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Ryan. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley Cox.
There's like literally no pickup behind him.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
He just keeps acting like nobody's fucking there.
Extra point by Blankenship.
I don't know what to tell you.
Good. And the lead is now 10-7.
You shouldn't have to guess the play every time.
11 plays all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. A run here for J.D. McKissick, and he'll be taken down at about the 45. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
On 3rd down, Robinson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Bro.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Work the doggone fit.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke.
Watch out, buddy.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
Curtis?
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
Oh, shit.
That's into
Where did he...
crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over
I
here
did not see that. I'm not going to lie to you.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's
also, bro, Curtis?
exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field.
I don't know, bro. I just be feeling like 2K or Madden, like, does not have a differential between speed properly except for certain plays.
And that one off the mark.
And it's like, bro, if somebody's fast, like, they fast, you know?
Here now is 2nd and 10.
It is what it is. People get burnt.
Here's Ryan.
Give me that.
Oh, and a bad throw there it's intercepted.
Oh, man, why are you blocking in the back, bro?
Back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line.
Jesus. Fucking time, bro. Every time, like.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Yep.
To throw is Heineke. This is caught.
Yeah.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Slide for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Oh, I'm busy-eyed, like.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Ryan. Throw up, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
Oh, bro, what?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Like what?
By Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take.
I don't understand what balls he's throwing now. Like, he's throwing like there's wind out here. Jesus Christ. Like, and I mean legit just overthrowing them shits. Like, I'm not sure he's going to catch this ball. But it's also like, bro, where's dude keep coming from? Like, this is a brutal ass cover 3 they running for a guy who's not even supposed to be over.
Coverage there, airtight as he comes
That's
away
crazy.
with the interception.
Love that observation there,
That's
because
a brutal
they were taking a
coverage,
shot at the end
like.
zone. But you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football.
Staying with who, bro? Like, it's cover 3. There's not really supposed to be somebody there, but like, that man covered that ground like it was nothing.
So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Man, no,
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now it's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
But right now we are, I mean, it's throwing a lot of interceptions.
They go play action. Now Heineke.
That's good.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 38 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me alone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Punching them shits out.
Take over at the 29-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Heineke on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Heineke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out
that
high.
shit
They expected
to
it
the
and got there and
sideline.
popped it free.
Throw it to the outside, bro, so we can run to him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke.
Bro, stop with the weird shit. Like, why?
Down inside the 15.
This man, he ran in
just a
this shit.
second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And the
Can't
lead
get these boys
grows
to make no critical
14
catches
and
for
24
some
to 10.
reason.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Taken at the goal line.
Or what?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Heineke now. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4.
I play just like we lose finally time.
Now Heineke. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There's a lot of people I slow down, bro. It's not my job.
Shy of 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Heineke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards
we
on
ain't
that
been able
last
to rip
play.
like
Here's
that. That's why I ain't been running like that.
2nd down and a run by
I'm
Robinson.
saying, see, it's hard to stick to your run game when you're running like this.
Right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Bullshit. I had like 4 people reach down and put both of their hands on that ball and not grab it.
Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers.
They're fighting on the sideline, bro.
After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Is this really our best bet?
Signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I don't even know what that man doing back there at this point.
Defenders getting to him there for a huge
Well, why are y'all going for it?
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it.
Hey, just like a punt, right?
Down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Robinson will try to pick it up. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Hey, Bobby Okereke.
Off the play fake, Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
How are we so low in total offense? I'm extremely interested.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Ryan. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them.
Williams loses the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
Kill. German. Kill.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And I gotta think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A carry now for McKissick. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And the play fake, and now Heineke. That's complete to his receiver,
Let's
McCoy.
go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
From the 31, Heineke. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Bro, what the?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead.
I don't know why in the hell he started coming inside and out like that.
But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
That was the right read. He literally came to the wrong place. He's supposed to run to that front pylon. I don't know why in the hell he came and did that, which he did.
Looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
We're not worried about him. It's not my job to stop.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Not my chair, not my problem. That's how I see it.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one is
still
gone.
Yelling, bro. He's still yelling at people.
Is evident everywhere.
This
team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. One last shot for Ryan.
Yeah.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our
breakout defensive lineman. Who? Don't put Chase Young on here, bro. All right. I'll pretty much play with Chase Young on defense. Breakout linebacker, bro. Jamin. What? Say tandem breakout? Man, Sarah McCoy took our last game. Are you really seeing me off like that today? Man, what you talking about, bro? You have the potential and talent to take over games just like that. It's just a matter of being on top of your game for all full court. Man, nah, nigga. I guess it's time to put on a shoulder and you call my number and you want my dress. I wanted to have you say, man, listen, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit. I done called your number plenty of times. I like it. The more guys we making plays, the more it boosts the confidence of the entire offense and helps everyone contribute. Okay. Kirk Cousins. The deep pass. No. Kirk Cousins will eliminate the medium. So let's do that. As far as our defense goes, I don't think them niggas is that raw. So yeah. Damn, so we just straight up number one defense. I can't believe we're only the number 22 offense though. We don't have the greatest rush yards. Our pass yards are kind of low. We just get dubs. Our defense is so elite. Our offense is still good though. I don't get it. It's just we not top 10. We not even top 20. All right, man. $150 receiving yards for Curtis. That's whole shit right there, man. But now we get to smack the shit out of. Ooh, I cannot wait to play this fool. Hold up, bro. I'm about to mix it up on the uniform. I want to wear something new. Ooh. Smooth. Yeah, let's go with that.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Taylor Heineke and the Washington Commanders taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, we are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders.
I think I'm going to sit Bobby McCain and let the man's rock. Golly, Percy. I know he's way lower than him, but his speed is super higher than him. I just want to see what it looks like, because I'm interested. He lacks in coverage. They really gonna have some dogs that can run.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
How you been playing, Kurt?
The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Here's Cousins. They'll get this underneath to Madison. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Play fake. Cousins out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm going to see what the hell AG's talking about this week also.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down throw for Heineke. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Heineke's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, Heineke. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Really getting bothered.
Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 111 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
On 2nd and inches, Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Cousins throw there taken in by Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
It's like, there's so much weird stuff that happens motion-wise in the game. I literally just can't even just get myself together. Play the spot. Like,
so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
What?
It's Smith. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space.
Reading the shit out of it.
Right in the quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Trying to turn it up, man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their second drive here, the ball game, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points. Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a
Where's my pass interference?
Get some points of their own. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had.
That's illegal contact,
he wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. And he's going to have a Commander's first down.
I gotta spread this shit, bro. I'm not just gonna be able to show the ball to you, man.
Following a gain of 6.
Not gonna happen. You're not good enough for that. I'm sorry, Curtis.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up. On 1st and 10, Heineke. That one complete out to Dotson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They go play action. Now Heineke.
Ah, come on.
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Heineke. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone. So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Week 9 here in the National Football League. It'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield.
Just short of getting there,
the
man.
45.
I was right
the
there.
end result, 21 yards.
Oh, that sucks.
To throw, Cousins.
Get that man, thank you.
Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Jonathan Allen had a very nice season for Washington in 2021 with 9 sacks and his first career Pro Bowl nod. He continues to be a valuable centerpiece for that defensive line.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. Logan Thomas out in front as the Washington offense runs back onto the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Heineke. And incomplete.
Can I not get some pass interference? This man cannot be on me like that, bro. He's not going for the ball.
Measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Pressure gets there on Heineke,
getting tossed in the background.
Zadarius Smith in there to
61
take
yards.
him down.
Can I hit it?
Will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2
If
minutes
I
to
can hit
play
it,
in this
61
first
yards.
half. 7-3 our score. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here.
It's in there.
Sly able to put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Over 50.
Well, Charles, the
I still
NFL
have some more
record
space
is
on it, too.
66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Ooh, I should have picked it. I should have tried to pick it. I didn't realize he wasn't going to be there
I've been
for it.
impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins now from the 50.
Bro, what's up?
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I don't know what y'all been doing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins.
Ooh, golly.
Pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Heineke.
Bro, what ball was that, bro?
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Like, stop fucking playing, Taylor.
They get to the line.
Worth
Final play of the half here. Heineke.
Bro, stop doing that.
Sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
You're not even fucking throwing the ball with any lead. You're just throwing it upfield, bro. Why you keep just doing that? Like,
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter.
You keep on, bro. I'm gonna sit your ass too. You already got rid of Carson.
Spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football
No,
as the second half
man.
gets underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over.
Not here to play
They've
with
gone
you,
2
dude.
months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29.
I'm not even asking much of you, bro.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
For real.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Oh.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That time the the right guard sending it backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, that's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Oh,
and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh, God, man, trying to get this man his fucking yardage.
Position to make a play on the ball, and boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time.
I hit the wrong button, man.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I'm killing my stats. Killing my stats. I'm 4 fucking pigs.
Following the interception, Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Cousins to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Wish my front could do something.
Cousins again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 27, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
We're not getting any pressure on him, too. We're also not doing our coverage. Like, I keep calling the proper coverage for this shit, and he's not getting started at all. Not going to stop. Nothing.
Here's Cousins.
Thank you, James. For what? Oh, we out.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
Run. Run like you got somewhere to go. He's fast. Don't play with him. He's fast. Don't play with him.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Cousins.
Bro, what are you?
The field to Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before
I swear to God, Williams. What are you good for?
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Williams smack.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes right side. 20. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Play on me, bro. I'm hitting,
this
fool.
could be huge. Forget
I'm hitting
it.
out
It was
here.
huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Same as a dog. He trying to tell you,
And
man,
that
he'll
one
kill it,
pushes the
bro.
lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good
What kind
return
of
as
shit
he
was
stopped
that?
just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Give me that.
All right,
Give me that.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
My linebacker's going crazy. I don't know where my front at. My damn front four.
Now from his end zone.
I always get checked out.
Sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line.
I'll get down there and fuck him in there, it's over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Do some
they've
work.
Sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Cousins.
Oh, I know I said outside. Thank God he ran that short.
Gets this up to the
I know I said outside.
There. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
What was that?
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of... And he popped it up! And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. We certainly had a...
Bro, what kind of instant replay is that? That shit ain't shit.
Coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Would you fucking play defense on these dudes? Like, I don't understand why you're always just up and out of position when they do.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, man.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins, complete. Smith has it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
John be having his game.
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Why can I think touchdowns anymore? Or you're just saying that I should?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Heineke. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Heineke on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield.
You got your yards, bro. I've really only been throwing it.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. Quick slant, Dotson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Heineke now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Heineke. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Cousins on first down. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins now. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Okay. You're literally doing nothing, my boy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. To throw, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete there to Smith. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll run with Gibson. Gets past one man, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
My fifth, fool. I don't know what you're talking about. Unless somebody else would have missed it.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Pick it up, then. It's your birthday.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date.
Lamar look wild in this photo, boy. Razor down. A little bit fuzzy from wearing that helmet. Look at that. I couldn't even get my passing yards off, bro. Motherfucker. Man, you better listen. You better talk nice. Man, listen. Oh, okay. Oh, what y'all want to talk about with Curtis, though? 'Cause yes, sir. Going up, man. Tandem breakout. Come on now. Yeah, it also played a big part in my man throwing 4 interceptions. Understand, bro, that you gonna catch the balls you're supposed to get. But like, you gotta stop with that crying shit, man. All that demanding the ball and whatnot, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I get you, boy. You will get released. Telling you. So, know that. And we gotta play the Eagles this coming week, bro. This is a tough game. I want to hear no miss. We need to be flawless. 4 turnovers ain't gonna do well in this one. We will get thrashed up. That man had 14 tackles. They been going crazy this year, bro. Oh, that's nothing, Cole. You already know how you do it. Man, what the... Bro, I swear to God. Okay. Well, I was about to... Ooh. Shut up! Right in your damn noggin. You was gonna put your ass on the trade block, boy. I know Trey's... Pretty sure trailer deadline's over. 9-10 weeks deep. But still. Man, who ready to negotiate? Let me talk to you, Cole. Let me talk to you. I don't even know if I negotiated with you already or not. Let's see, Devon, I'm gonna let you walk, bro. I'm sorry. Trey. We'll see, man. JD, you know I love you, my boy, but I might let you walk also. Go get you some bread somewhere, man. You deserve to get some actual paper. Dangerous, dude. Parnell, you definitely don't. I don't even want you, bro. I should cut you right now. Honestly. Cam, my boy, I'll probably resign you. Kelvin. Cam, you really don't want to resign? Kelvin, bro, you a scheme fit. So I know you want to resign. You my dog. Taylor, please, bro. Please bump your interest up, dude. But honestly, I feel like you might deserve to go get paid someplace else too. This stats have been ugly before, but this year, man, I'm balling, bro. I've been getting sacked a lot. Man, I don't want to let Taylor go, bro. But there might be Howell's team after this year, for real, for real. Let him go get some bread somewhere. But you can just stay around, and I'm going to start Howell anyway.